Let's speak now to Palestinian politician and Knesset member Haneen Zoabi. Good to have you with us, Haneen. Benjamin Netanyahu has called this a defining moment for Israel. What do Israeli Palestinians think about it?
It's defining the racist system, to give legitimacy into a basic law for a racist system. Till now, Israel has been passed more than 100 racist laws against the Palestinian citizens of Israel, laws to confiscate our land, laws to make our position an inferior position, which don't recognize our identity as part of the Palestinian people, which define the system as a system which must secure privileges to the Jews on the expense of the Palestinian citizens. Now, Netanyahu wants by this law to give legitimacy into
Israel has always seen itself as a Jewish state. So what difference in practical terms is this law going to make?
It is... Yeah, maybe I can agree with you that in practice it's has less meaning than into a definition, and to give legitimacy. It is not enough for Israel to have a lot of freedom to practice its racism. It wants to legitimate its racism in order for us, the Palestinians, to block any struggle for a democracy. By this law, Israel criminalizes any democratic political struggle for democracy and for equality. From now on, our struggle for equality, our struggle to say that there is a basic contradiction between Israel as a democratic state and Israel as a Jewish state will be a violation of the law. From now on, the struggle for democracy will be a violation of the law, and this is a very meaningful and very important meaning and value and function of the law. Now, Netanyahu wants to define racism as a basic law of the game, and to define a struggle for democracy as a violation of the game. Israel is saying to the whole world and to the Palestinians that you should accept racism as a definition, as an identity.
What is going to be the response? What is going to be the response of Israeli Arabs, do you think? Are there going to be more protests?
It is not just actually a question of a protest. It's a question for us to say to the whole world that our struggle is not just a struggle for our rights. It's a struggle for the identity of the state, whether it is a racist state or a democratic state. I don't think that we have a lot of option within the parliament. Because of this, this is not a parliamentarian struggle. It's more a political struggle. And the whole world, the international community, should understand that we cannot solve the Palestinian issue, the Palestinian struggle, the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, as long as we don't ask ourselves if we agree with this definition of Israel as a Jewish racist state. So the definition is part of the struggle. You cannot say, okay, we will struggle, or we will have negotiation for peace process in the West Bank, while you neglect the issue of the definition and of the identity of Israel.
Can I ask you, I mean, this
Israel, the definition of Israel should be a part of that.
This bill has been debated and amended over several years now, Haneen. Why do you think it's been passed now? Do you think the timing is significant?
Yes, I think the timing is very significant. The alliance and the full support of Trump towards Netanyahu, the special relations between Netanyahu and the Arab regimes like Saudi, like in the Saudi, like with Egypt, like with the Arab Emirates. Supporters. She have the Americans as a full strategic supporter. She wants to minimize the role of the European Union, and she thinks that these agreements with some of the Arab regime and with full agreements with the Americans and with the division between the Palestinian Authority and Hamas, between the authority in Gaza and the Palestinian Authority, and the military coordination, the security coordination with the Palestinian Authority, it is an excellent time to pass this bill. The second reason, the investigations against Netanyahu. Netanyahu wants to marginalize the debate and to marginalize the criticism against him in Israel. He wants to tell to the Israeli society that I can do a lot of things within the international political level, and you should not criticize me regarding the investigation. You should support me. So for Netanyahu, he wants to make the elections as soon as possible in order to win popularity within the Israeli society. Netanyahu thinks and knows that he have a racist consensus within the Israeli society, and with to be more right-wing towards the Palestinians, to block the possibility of two states, Palestinian state, is something which he will gain popularity from it.
Haneen, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Haneen Zoabi there.